Thursday, and I am going to be doing an inspirational quotes collab with We Love Collabs, the Facebook group. And today I have chosen 8 quotes that I personally find as a mom, um, as a person, as a woman, just quotes that I find touch my heart. And of course, being a Disney fan, they are all Disney quotes. So here are 8 Disney quotes that I find inspirational, and I thought I'd share them with you. All right. The first quote I wanted to share is this one here, and it's "You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved more than you know." And that's from Winnie the Pooh. And that is one that I use a lot. I read this really great book called The Tao of Pooh, and it really just put all the quotes out there. And this was one of my favorites. It's just one of my favorite quotes. I use it when I have self doubt. Um, Hubby uses it for me sometimes when he can tell that I need a little boost, and it just reminds me that I am more than I think I am. And I think everyone needs that reminder. So I really like that quote. So that's the first one I picked. The second quote I chose is from The Little Mermaid, and it's "Children have got to be free to lead their own lives." And this one, as a teacher, an ex-teacher, and as a mom, this quote by Sebastian really strikes home. It's true. Children, it's our job to raise them to be themselves, their best selves, not who we want them to be, who what we'd like them to be, but for them to be their best selves. And each child is unique, and each child has something that they can give this world. And I really, really, really firmly believe that it's our job to let them be themselves, their best selves. So that's my second quote. My third quote I chose is by Walt Disney. I think I chose 2 quotes by Walt Disney. I probably could have chosen all 8 by him, but this one says, "Why worry if you've done the very best you can? Worrying won't make it any better." And I love this quote because it's kind of a let it go idea from Anna and Elsa. And the truth is, if you've done the best that you can do, there's nothing else you could have done. And it took me a while to learn that. Like, I used to have guilt. I used to have, especially in college, like, oh, I could have done this better, and when I was first married. And I've learned as I've grown older that doing your best is all you can do. And I often, often, often catch myself saying, just, did you do your best? Then that's the best that you could do. And to my kids. And I really, really believe that. So that's the third quote I chose. The fourth quote I chose is from Pocahontas, and it is, "Sometimes the right path is not the easiest one." And I love this quote because sometimes it's easier not to follow what you need to do, or to not ruffle feathers and avoid any conflict, or to do what everybody else is if it's not what you want to do, but just follow along. And I really, really like this quote because the truth is that a lot of the times it's not the easy path, the right one for you. And it's a reminder that you need to follow your heart, you need to be true to you, and it may not be the easiest choice, but it's the right choice for you. So that's the quote I chose from Pocahontas. I love Mother Willow. I don't know about you guys, but I love Grandmother Willow Tree. Definitely one of my favorites. All right, the next one I chose is another one by Walt Disney, and And it says, and actually, I have this on a wall upstairs, like a quote sticker on a wall because I like it so much. So I actually have it upstairs on the wall in the boys' room. And it says, the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. And I like this one a lot because it's a reminder that all the plans in the world, all the discussions, everything else, you just need to get going. You can't just sit there and make a list and sit on it. You can't just have all the best intentions and not do it. If you want to accomplish something, you need to get out and you need to get started. A little step. It doesn't have to be huge, but you have to get started. And this is one, I don't know why, but it reminds me of Jackson so much. So I think it's actually above his bed, or it was. I think we shifted where they were. But at any rate, it's definitely, for whatever reason, it really strikes me as a Jackson quote because he's always been a go-getter, like the first one willing to go do something, the first one ready to try something new. And it's just the way he came out in this world. He came out before they could give me the medicine, like 10 minutes, there he is. And yeah, so I just really like that one. It's a go-getter, and it's sometimes, you know, you can overthink and you just need to get going. So I really like that. All right, the next quote I chose is from The Lion King. Lion King, and it is, the past can hurt, but the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it. So if you don't remember that scene, Rafiki had a staff with him, and he whacked Simba in the head, and he was like trying. Simba was like, "What?" And then Rafiki was going to hit him again, and he's like, "You can run from it, or you can learn from it, right?" And the point was to learn from the past, right? And I just really, really like that. When I first saw the movie, I just fell in love with Rafiki. I thought he was a really funny character, and he had a lot of uh, interesting quotes. And this one is like really my favorite. So it's so true. You need to learn from your past, right? Otherwise, you're going to keep repeating and doing the same mistakes the whole time. So I really, really like that. So that is one I chose. All right, we have two quotes left. So we're almost there. This is 6 of 8. And this one is from Mulan. From Mulan. And it says, the flower that blooms in adversity is the most rare and beautiful of all. And I really like this quote, especially for my girls, but for anyone. And I really think it's true that if you can survive a tough time, a tough situation, it makes you more beautiful. It makes you stronger. It just makes you who you are. And everybody goes through tough things in life. Everybody. And if you can make it through and you stay true to who you are and you don't let it change you, it really is true. You are beautiful. And this quote just reminds me of that so much. So that one touches my heart. So I hope it touches yours too. All right, time for my last quote. And I saved probably the best for last. Um, I'll be interested to see when hubby watches this what his quotes would be, because I'm sure his quotes are different than mine. And I'd love to know what your guys' inspirational quotes are. So if you have a quote, go ahead and put it below. I'd love to read it in the comments. And if you have a different Disney quote than the one I used, I'd love to hear that too, because I love Disney, so add it on. But okay, here it is. Whoop whoop. My big grand finale. It's from Cinderella, and it says, even miracles take a little time. And that's the fairy godmother. And I love that because it reminds me of so many things. It reminds me that wishes can take a while to come true, that something that you're working toward daily can take a while to come true. Something that you're praying for, if God is going to grant it, can take a while to come through. Miracles can take a while to come true. So, yeah, I just like that one. It really, really reminds me to keep going, and it's just one of my deeply inspirational quotes. I really like it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I picked 8. I could have picked probably 100 Disney quotes, but I hope you enjoyed the 8 that I chose. And again, please go ahead and watch some other inspirational quotes by clicking on the link below. And don't forget to leave your favorite quote below for me. I would love to add more to my arsenal, so go ahead and please, please share. And if you haven't, subscribe below and join us on our journey. All right, bye, lovelies. Have a great Thursday.